Welcome to Sohrat Podcast.
Assalamu alaikum. If you want to understand the Qur'an better, subscribe to this channel. A full Qur'an video will be available soon. This is just a short coverage.
And today we're doing a deep dive into Para 4, or Lan Tanalu. And I have to say, if you're looking for a smooth ride, this isn't quite it.
Not at all.
We're basically pivoting from the high-level spiritual discipline of Surah Al-Imran straight into the very practical, very legal realities of Surah An-Nisa.
It is a bit of a jarring shift, right? We go from how to purify your soul to, okay, here's how you distribute an inheritance.
Exactly.
But I suppose that's really the point. It feels like the source is telling us you just can't separate the spiritual from the societal.
You can't. And it kicks off with a reality check that, frankly, it hurts a little. The para opens by redefining righteousness. It's not just about prayer. It explicitly says you cannot achieve true piety until you spend from what you love.
That's the kicker, not give away the old shirt you don't wear.
Right.
It's give away the thing you're actually attached to.
It's tackling materialism head on. If you're only giving what you don't need, you're not sacrificing, you're just decluttering. The argument is that real spiritual growth happens when you detach.
Which feels like the perfect setup for the next big theme, unity. It brings in that famous metaphor of the rope of Allah.
Hold fast all together. But the context here is so important. The source reminds us that these people were, literally at each other's throats before this.
On the brink of a pit of fire, as it says.
Yeah, exactly. So the rope isn't just some nice poetic idea. It's a rescue line. It was the only thing stopping them from sliding right back into tribal warfare.
Speaking of conflict, we have to talk about Uhud. The source goes into so much detail on this battle in Al-Imran.
Incredible detail. And there's this promise of divine help. 3,000, maybe even 5,000 angels.
Huge reinforcement.
But, and this is a big but, the help was conditional. It depended on patience and discipline.
And that's where the human element just failed.
The archers.
They
had one job, hold the high ground. But when they saw the enemy retreating, they saw the spoils of war down below. They saw the loot.
It connects right back to that first verse, doesn't it? They couldn't detach from something they loved, that wealth, and it ended up costing them the entire battle.
That is a brilliant connection. Their lack of detachment created chaos. But even after that tragedy, the source gives this massive spiritual comfort.
He says those killed in the way of Allah aren't dead.
They're not. They're alive. They're being provided for. It completely reframes what it means to lose your life.
But then, right after this intense battlefield analysis, we hit Surah An-Nisa, the women. And suddenly, the focus shifts from an entire army to a single orphan.
It feels sudden, but if you think about it, what does war create?
Orphans, widows.
Exactly. The text is moving from how you fight a war to how you care for the people left behind, and it does not pull any punches about protecting them.
The imagery is so intense.
Yeah.
Cheating an orphan out of their wealth
is like eating fire into their bellies. It's incredibly graphic. The source warns you not to swap your bad things for their good things. It treats financial exploitation as seriously as fleeing a battle.
And this theme of protecting the vulnerable, it bleeds right into the marriage laws too. This is where the permission to marry up to 4 is mentioned.
Which is often where people stop reading, but the condition is the most important part. If you fear you cannot do justice, then marry only one.
So it's not a goal to aim for. It's a ceiling with a very heavy condition attached.
It's a responsibility test. If you can't maintain absolute perfect justice between them, then you don't get that option. It's about protecting women from neglect.
And finally, inheritance. This can feel like the math section of the Quran, but it's framed so differently here.
It's framed as a divine mandate. It takes the power and the personal bias away from the person who is dying. You can't just cut your daughter out of the will.
So it stops wealth from being used as a weapon inside the family.
Precisely. The shares are set for parents, for spouses, for children, so that justice continues even after you're gone.
So if we zoom out, we started with a deeply internal act, spending what you love, and we ended with these very strict external laws.
And that's Para 4 in a nutshell. True righteousness isn't just a feeling in your heart. It's about how you structure your family, your finances, your whole society. You need both the spiritual will and the legal framework.
It's a powerful balance. So here's a final thought for you to chew on. The text moves seamlessly from the chaos of a battlefield to the privacy of domestic inheritance. How does this suggest that justice is equally critical in your private family life as it is in public war? Thanks for listening to this deep dive.